practical. I've got a simple and quick LinkedIn Live that I want to be able to do for everybody. So the topic is this has become much more popular for our customers as so many companies, small to medium businesses, are reinvigorating their content marketing muscle. And if you think of all the different types of content marketing that you could do, a really important one is one that converts to subscribers. This is why I've always loved this loop between doing LinkedIn Lives, like scheduled events where you can actually extract those that come to your LinkedIn Live, and as well newsletters, because they both create an email database that can go into, as an example, your HubSpot for future marketing, whatever you want to do with it. So the challenge is 0 to 1. Simple analogy, a plane leaving Toronto, flying to Ireland. It takes 40% of the payload fuel to get the plane off the tarmac in Toronto just to get in the air. The other 60% of the fuel is over the Atlantic Ocean over to Ireland. The same concept with newsletters. I've heard many times from customers, I want to create a newsletter, or I have half of a newsletter ready to go, but it's so daunting to create the first one. And then the thought that I have to create one every week, every 2 weeks, every month, like this seems killer. I'm going to give you a process. So write this down, take this recording, give this to your marketing team. Doesn't have to be us that creates the newsletter for you, but of course we could do it, and we can do it a lot more cost effective than anyone in your team could do. But here's the step. Step number 1, you're going to bring forth a tiger team. That tiger team, the company might just be you, the founder, like me, or it could be a tiger team if you're a more scaled organization. It's a voice of the customer. Think of marketing, sales, product, or even customer success. Like that's the real voice of the customer. That tiger team jumps on a call, and this call is called window time. Call it window time because back in my Sales for Life days when I was traveling everywhere, I was sitting on tarmacs and airports all day long. So what will happen next is it's a Zoom link or a Google Meet, and you'll jump on this particular call and you'll have 3 ideas. Now, in advance, you can actually have meeting notes inside the meeting invite, and people submit their ideas. These could be stories from the road of a successful customer engagement. This could be a disastrous customer story on the opposite end of the spectrum. This could be an event that you're running. You're going to put that maybe in the middle. This could be a pontification or trend you're seeing in the market. This could be, details of a recording without giving customer information of like an account of a story your customer told you. Could be anything. So what I love to do is each night before I go to bed, I have an Apple iPad. I just tag articles that I see that inspire me. And more importantly, on LinkedIn, I get really inspired as I read every night the news feed on LinkedIn. I'll tag an article so that I can actually tag the person who submitted that and the articles. So this will all come into the search engine optimization of all this. So 3 articles. Newsletter is article 1. I jump on the call. All I do is talk. I do exactly what I'm doing right now. Imagine this was on a Zoom or a Google Meet. We could take this information and it would be into speech to text. That's it. I just talk. And when I talk in frameworks, talk in 3s. Here's the situation. Here's the opportunity or the challenge. And here's the resolution of what happened in that situation. That's it. That's all I do is talk. So story 1, 1, 2, 3. Story 2, 1, 2, 3. Story 3, 1, 2, 3. I end the call. Now if you've been doing this long enough, I can do this in about 15 to 20 minutes a week. I'm about to have a weekly newsletter. You could do this monthly with your team, but again, I would have your tiger team come together, sales, marketing, product, kind of building that story together. Now, all of a sudden, the other person that's on the call is a copywriter. So this is the next step. That copywriter pulls the transcription, speech to text, from Zoom, Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, whatever you're using. They download that, and then they turn it into an actual workable set of articles. This is going to be, turned from, you can tell just my conversational English into a structured newsletter. This shouldn't take them more than if this is an internal teammate, they could do this within hours. If it's an agency, we'll turn this around in, I don't know, 48 hours for you. All of a sudden, you have everything you need, the whole newsletter. Then we can just add the finer, think of the rounded edges. Those rounded edges might be calls to action to an upcoming event. It might be a banner that you create that clicks and drives people to a course or somewhere on your website. It could be that you're running a QR code. Oh, where's that? Right there. Yeah, put a QR code. Like, these are all little details you can add to your newsletter. So all that you needed to do as a subject matter expert is show up to a call and tell stories. And all of a sudden, the output is you just created a newsletter, which has huge search engine optimization value. It's long form content. It can be delivered on a cadence that can create a subscription base that people start to look forward to. It's a great lead generation asset, a lead generation tree or content marketing tree that you can plant. And it didn't take you anything more than just talking. So with that, I'm going to leave you. I got to jump on a call, but I hope you found this really valuable on how to create newsletters using this window time process. You take care.